is Rabbi. I'm not going to share his last name because I never got permission from him. Very special yid. He told me that many years ago, he went up north just to get a little bit of a breather, went with his wife. They ended up meeting some guy who owns a vineyard, a boutique winery. The wine is extremely expensive, at least $100 a bottle. Enjoyed his time. He didn't say if he got a free bottle or not, but he enjoyed his time, and he got to walk through the vineyard, and it was nice and relaxing, and then he went back to Yerushalayim. A few years later, he decided, let me try this again. Let me get a nice breather, clear my head in the nice northern air. So he goes up to the same vineyard, and it was Shemitah. The entire thing was desolate. It looked like it was in ruins. Fences falling apart, grapes weren't juicy, they didn't look very tasty, thorns, brambles, thistles growing all over the place, weeds, everything it looked like a disaster. And just to bring out the contrast even starker, next the neighboring vineyard was owned by a famous winery, and it was very developed for whatever reason. Either they weren't keeping Shemitah, or maybe they had certain heterim, and so they were keeping, and so everything was very developed. So he asked the I don't know if it was the vintner or the owner of the winery, he said, how is it possible? Your wine is so expensive, it's so sought after all across the world. Each bottle's minimum $100, and you leave your vineyard like this, especially in contrast to the neighboring guy. How do you do it? So it was this fellow's turn to look in confusion at this Yid Ramesha from my neighborhood who was saying this story over. He says, I don't understand you. You're saying that I have such great grapes and I have such great wine, and you don't understand how I'm able to do what I'm doing over here during the Shemitah year. You think I do anything? I planted the vines. They grow by themselves. I don't even water them. Hashem waters them. The rain comes down, and even though, I invested in an expensive drip irrigation system, so it provides it with a little bit of extra water, but who's to say that the grapes are going to grow? No matter what I do, I can't force the grapes to grow. So when they grow, that's all from Hashem. That's not me. And even when they grow, are they going to grow juicy? Are they going to be tasty? Are they going to be sweet? Or is it going to be a bad crop? Is it going to get wormy? This is all something that I'm not able to prevent, says the owner of the winery. Take it a step further. I do my best. You're right. I invest 100%. I do my best. I try to harvest it, late harvest, early harvest, fall, winter, night, whatever it is, all the different things you see on the wine bottles that you're not really so sure what it means, but it looks fancy and it's expensive, so you buy it. That's what I do, says the guy. But I don't know if the wine's going to turn out good. It might spoil in the vat. It might not be moitzachein be'enei adam. People might not find it tasty. And so it's with Hashem's help that they find my wine delicious and tasty, and they're even willing to shell out at least $100 for a bottle. So he tells us, Rabbi Moshe, I didn't do anything. It's all from Hashem. So when Hashem says keep Shemitah, I keep Shemitah to the best of my ability. Now that's beautiful simplicity, and that's not what I'm here to say. It's the main point that the farmer was saying, is that it's all from Hashem. As much effort as we put in, we always have to realize that everything is coming from Hashem, and all of our tzlach and all of our greatness is coming from Hashem.